Sony hasn't really done much this generation. I know that might be a bit of a hot take or a take that some people might disagree with. And I'm not saying that Sony is bad. I'm just saying that they haven't realistically needed to do a whole heck of a lot this generation because Microsoft is, not really doing much themselves. So, obviously also Microsoft is kind of making things easier on Sony by making sure that Sony has games and pretty big name games when Sony is having a hard time getting them out. So that's a very interesting thing. Now this video should be interesting because realistically, this means that Xbox owners kind of get screwed over in a pretty big way. So it should be fun to talk about, and I'm curious to hear your guys' takes on this. What's up, everybody? I'm Crap Gamer. This is Crap Gamer Reviews with another video. Thank you so much for checking it out. Please slap that like button and maybe even consider subscribing. That would be pretty damn epic if you ask me. And share it out, tell your friends, all that kind of stuff. I do daily gaming content. I just enjoy talking about video games, so I do it. It's a fun thing. So with that being said, you guys, hey, guess what? We've got some cool stuff to talk about. This was very interesting, and in fact, if this actually works out and turns out to be true, congrats to Sony, because they really kind of pulled the wools over people's eyes. According to this, there's 4 more first-party Xbox games coming to PlayStation, and I talked about this the other day. But yeah, so speculation is gathering pace on the next slew of first-party titles coming to PlayStation formats, with leakers claiming that an additional 4 games from Microsoft platform are set to make the jump to Sony's hardware. There's no clue as to what these titles could be, although they follow reports that a major Xbox game will be announced for PS5 this week. While originally rumored to be Forza Horizon 5, it has been suggested by Jez Gordon of Windows Central that the title could be Indiana Jones and the Great Circle. Gordon noted that while the Machine Games developed adventure game had only been confirmed for PC and Xbox so far, Indiana Jones' IP isn't owned by Microsoft, and therefore Disney may be keen to drop the news on a PS5 release date soon. Now, he could be right, and I mentioned this about this the other day, but I also kind of want to point out that it came out during the FTC trial that it was up to Microsoft because they had already restructured the original deal. The original deal was going to be multi-platform games, and then Microsoft restructured that to make it the Xbox exclusive. So, this is a very interesting thing. So we know that Sea of Thieves, Grounded, Pentiment, and Hi-Fi Rush all released beyond the boundaries of Xbox, coming to PlayStation or both PlayStation and Switch. But, this could be meaning that more titles are headed for similar multi-platform releases. Recent leaks have suggested that a major Xbox first-party title is set to be announced imminently, and another leaker is now claiming that several additional multi-platform announcements for first-party Xbox games are also in the pipeline. Which means if they are announcing these, that whole 4-game stuff was just kind of a bunch of BS on Microsoft's part. At the end of the day, I think most of us took it as BS, but it means they didn't wait around to see how those games did, because it takes time to port games. So basically what this means is that they were interested in porting these games well before they saw how any of these were doing. So that's pretty much how I kind of look at things, and I think that it's a real shame that they kind of worked out like this. So I hope that they understand the damage that it does to the brand, and they're wondering why their consoles aren't selling for crap. This would be an epic reason as to why. And again, if you're selling people hardware, you've got to give people a reason to buy it, and to give the competition your reason, right? That helps your competition. Okay, so let's just say that it's Indiana Jones and there's rumors that it's Flight Sim and whatever else, right? So let's just say that it is those games, right? Well, guess what? Flight Sim was supposed to be an exclusive to Xbox this year. Indiana Jones was supposed to be exclusive to Xbox this year. What have we gotten as exclusives to Xbox this year, right? We haven't really gotten anything. We got Hellblade 2, which was underwhelming, to say the least. And then we kind of look at this and we go, well, now do we really even get anything exclusive? You're talking about Indiana Jones potentially launching day and date with PlayStation. Okay, so what was the point of buying this company again and getting these games? Like, honestly, it's such a weird thing to me that this happens the way that it does. So, again, it really is showcasing that, Sony has kind of the upper hand when it comes to all of this stuff. And to be honest, I've really got to kind of, shake my head a bit. This is not what fans want. The fans want, great exclusive content and exclusive games. You got to have something out there. I honestly feel like we're kind of losing the plot here. And, again, it's up to Microsoft to kind of get things going in the right direction, because they're the ones that are kind of controlling this stuff. So if you want Microsoft and Xbox to be a player in these gaming streets or whatever, then they have to do a better job of getting people the content that they actually want. It's super unfortunate that this is happening the way that it is, but it is, and fans want and expect, I think, better from Microsoft, and Microsoft doesn't really seem to care. They're just like, hey, let's put all of our stuff on everything. You cannot do that. You have to be able to go out there and offer people something different. Right now, Xbox isn't offering anything different. Xbox just so happens to be a platform that that they kind of play it off like, oh, we're gonna be, we're the friendlies or whatever, and it doesn't really come off that way to me. It really just comes across as a company that got their asses kicked, and now they're just trying to make money whatever way they can. And the thing is, right, is I'm not stupid, so I realized that this is just like what they're doing right now is very much a way to gain short-term money. It's not going to be a long-term solution, because without an Xbox store, without their hardware the way that it is, the way that we've kind of known it, they're not going to be able to make the money that they think they're going to be able to make, and that's realistically a huge shame, because I feel like Xbox is a wasted opportunity across the board, and they've done such a bad job of trying to make sure that gamers have things to play. And like I said, the few games that we were going to get, like even in 2022, which was like a terrible year for first party games, we lost all of those games. They all ended up going to PlayStation. So again, I think people are going to start questioning, why buy an Xbox? People, I'm sure Microsoft thinks that not everybody will leave, and probably not everybody will leave. But if you have a chance to start off a next generation or a new generation, and say you could start it off with an Xbox that only plays Xbox games and doesn't even get all the third-party games that PlayStation does, or you get a PlayStation which is going to play Xbox and PlayStation games as well as all the major third-party games, which one are you going to get? I mean, I think it makes it a fairly easy choice for a lot of people. Now, is that going to be the way that it always is going to be? I don't know, but for me, the way that I've been kind of looking at this, Microsoft has to change something. They need to do something, and they need to do it quickly, because they're about to lose a lot of fans. I think a lot of people are going to really be pissed off. They don't think that, that they'll lose, that much, but I can guarantee that they're going to end up losing quite a bit from this, and I hope that they kind of get their head out of their asses, because you cannot be doing this the way that they are and expect things to kind of work out for you. That would never make sense to me, at least in my opinion anyway. Like it honestly just kind of boggles my mind that Microsoft is kind of this slow on the uptake when it comes to some of these things. So I don't know, maybe you guys feel differently, but how do you guys feel about this? Would you guys be upset that Xbox basically has no exclusives, and would you trust them to have any exclusives? I think that would be the more important question. But anyway, you guys can let me know. Thank you for joining me. Please remember to like the video and share it and subscribe. All that great stuff. Rack 'em up, fact 'em up. Crap Gamer, I'm up. Hope you guys all have a great day. Crap Gamer, out.